There we go. Hi. I go by Mojo. I'm Mojo. I'm going to mute everybody now, and feel free to unmute or to ask a question or raise a hand. I'll keep an eye. I'll try and keep an eye on the screen if you do that. And by all means, break in and ask questions. And I know always, I don't know. I like to make it a game. Can you figure out which of the boards were the lesson hands? Of course, it's in the chat now, so you know which ones. It's not any great mystery, but it's kind of fun to guess. We had 3, 4, 5, and 10, and there is a bit of a theme through to them, but they're all a little bit different. Let me share some screen here so we can look at number 3 first of all. Here we go. Has everybody got that? Yeah. Okay, I think we're good. Let me get my chat window open just in case. Good. Yeah, if you drop a question in the chat, that's a good way to do it too. I'll keep an eye out for that. Okay, number 3, starting out with this one. It's intriguing hand. I was looking at the Traveler. I noticed that, let's see, it should be played in 3-note trump by South. And it is in the handout, it's rotated from this. So don't, here we go. The board 3 Traveler. No, that's not it. Traveler didn't come up. Oh, okay, it takes a few minutes. They'll come up in a minute. The South hand has 14 points. It's almost a 1-note trump opener. Don't fudge on that unless you can have some good reason for it, something to tell your partner. Say, well, I liked this 10 of diamonds. That's not enough. You're going to open it 1 diamond. Partner says 1 spade, and the rebid for South is 1-note trump. You don't want to raise spades with only 3, since partner's only promising you 4. But when you say 1-note trump, North has an easy 3-note trump bid after that. The opening lead is going to come from West here, and it is the 4 of hearts rather. It's the 4th best from your longest suit. So when we do declare a plan on this, go through our ABCs, and we count our sure winners. First of all, we have 2 in spades, 1 in hearts, that's 3, 2 in diamonds, that's 5, and 3 in clubs, that's 8. And we need 1 more trick to make this contract. Only 1. The diamond suit has length, and that's our best possibility. We can try the Jack of Hearts on this first trick, but it's not going to work. It's going to get covered by the Queen. And when that happens, as a declare, you need to plan for the hearts to be 5 and 3, which means that we don't want to take our ace of hearts right away. So I highly recommend ducking on this. East should lead back the 9 of hearts, the top of their touching honors, and we continue to duck. Now West can duck the 9, and East can lead the 2, and of course now we have to take our ace. Now by taking the ace now, we've created for ourselves a dangerous opponent and a safe opponent. East is out of hearts. They still have them. They have no hearts to lead back. If West gets on lead, then they have 2 hearts that will kill us. And at this point, if we're going to have to lose a diamond in order to establish the 4th diamond as a winner. If we play the ace of diamonds and the king of diamonds and then a 3rd diamond, you can see here what's going to happen. East-West is going to run out of diamonds. The queen's going to fall under the 2nd trick, and West is going to win with the jack. Now, we don't know that's the layout. We don't know how that's going to be, but we can still plan for playing the hand so that the safe opponent gets on lead. And my plan to do this is to lead diamonds, and when West plays low, don't take the ace right away. Play the 9 and let it lose to the safe opponent, the queen of diamonds here. What's cool about this is that East has no diamonds to lead back. They'll probably return maybe a spade, hoping maybe partner can get in with 1, or they may try and lead a club since North here is the dummy. Maybe partner has the ace of clubs. I don't know, whichever one you pick, it doesn't matter. It's not going to work because if they lead, let's say the nine of clubs, I can duck the clubs here and win in the dummy with the king. And now the diamonds all fall and I can make this contract. Here's my ninth trick right here. I have just won 5 tricks, and I still have the ace of clubs, the queen of clubs, the ace of spades, and the ace of diamonds, or the ace of spades and the king of spades. So we make the contract. Any questions about that one? Just unmute and ask if you have something. All right, let's look at number 4. This is an interesting bidding sequence. I'm curious to see how many people may not have come up with the same bidding sequence. West has a good weak 2 bid in spades. It's got that side ace of hearts. If the queen jack 10 in the suit, I'm happy to bid 2 spades with that. My advice about the north hand is whenever I'm holding a hand like this, the first thing I look for is, do I have a takeout double? This is a great hand for a takeout double. It's not perfect because we only have 3 clubs and I have a doubleton spade. The perfect takeout double would be a singleton or a void in spades, and you'd have 4 or 5 of every other suit. But still, with 14 points, you need to get in the double here. Let partner pick the suit. You're really hoping that they'll pick hearts, right? You're hoping to play in 4 hearts over the 2 spade bid, but that's not how it's going to be. You'll double, East will pass, and with the South hand, 13 points. You have the ace king of spades. Yeah, you have to bid 3 no trump. Now, when I make a takeout double, the last thing that I want to hear from my partner is a no trump bid, right? Because oftentimes I'm adding dummy points to my hand for the shortness in their suit. And say I had a void or a singleton spade, I added 3 or 5 points to my hand based on being able to ruff spades. And as soon as my partner bids no trump, those points just vanished into thin air. But you have to do what you're going to do. And South's bid here, 3 no trump. It's really the only thing that's going to work. So as it turns out, partner has a good solid 14 points. It's a great hand for playing in no trump. And this is where we are. South is going to bid 1 no trump. Now, once again, we have an opportunity to have a dangerous opponent and a safe opponent. The opening lead, I'm really kind of confident here in West when I lead the queen of spades, since I have this ace of hearts to get back in. And if there's a chance that my partner can get in and lead, and we can knock out the ace king of spades, and then I can get in with the ace of hearts, I might be able to set this contract in West. And as it turns out, it takes a little bit of careful play by the declarer in order to do that. So let's look at declarer's plan. In the spades, we have 2 sure tricks. That's good. We don't have any sure tricks in hearts yet, but there's some promotion we can do. So we'll come back to that later. In diamonds, it looks like there's a great finesse that leads up to what I'm hoping will be the safe hand after I win the ace king of spades. And as it is, though, we have 1 sure winner in the diamonds. That brings us up to 3. And in clubs, we have 2 sure winners, the ace and the king. That brings us up to 5. So we have to find 4 additional tricks. The thing to do is, when you look at this diamond finesse, I'm kind of assuming it's going to lose. Why would I assume that? West is showing 6 spades to me and a weak hand. So they only have seven cards outside of the spades. East has an unknown number of spades. We don't know anything about the East hand, so they have 13 cards that we don't know about. The odds of the king of diamonds being in the East hand are basically 13 to 7. So that, combined with the fact that West is showing a weak hand, high card points are likely to be in East. It turns out they don't really have many, but that King of Diamonds is likely to be in the East hand. So I'm thinking that this Diamond Finesse is going to fail. And assuming it's going to fail, I'm going to need one more trick to make the contract. And that has to come from promotion in the hearts. We only need one of them, but we can do that, and we can do that right away. Let's say that I win the first spade trick. That's fine. What's cool about this is having the ace king of spades. I know that I can do a promotion in the hearts and still have a spade stopper. So I'll switch to the queen of hearts and lead that right away. Now, West can't really afford to duck. If they duck, then I get to abandon the hearts right away. I've got my ninth trick right there. But let's say that they win the heart. So now I'm set up for 3 heart tricks. I still need one more trick, so I'm still going to have to try the diamond finesse. They're going to return another spade, of course. Now you can duck this time if you like, but it's not necessary. East is out of them. There's no harm in ducking. At this point, I have my heart set up for my extra tricks. I can try this diamond finesse, and boom, it fails, but it does me no harm because when East wins, they have no spades to lead back, and you've got the rest of the suit. You've got the rest of the hand taken care of. Is that clear? Did anybody have any questions about that?
Hey, Mojo, just a quick question for you.
Hi, Brian.
If West had not started with a two spade bid, how would have the bidding gone?
Oh, good question. Let's go back. Let's see. Pass. This is a one diamond opener. Pass. I think with the south hand, after partner says one diamond, I would say 3 no trump.
Okay, thank you.
Sure. Yeah. You've got the stoppers in the other suits. Partner is showing diamonds and an opening hand. I think I know where we're headed, and there's no point in exploring anything else. Okay. Number 5. Let's look at that one. North opens 1 no trump, south bids 3 no trump. Pretty straightforward. South with your 10 points here. There's no reason to do anything else. You don't have any majors, or so on. The lead that's recommended in the book here is the 7 of hearts. Why the 7 of hearts? It's sort of top of nothing. It's telling partner that you don't have an honor. Now, there's going to be disagreement about that. I can't argue with you if you decide to lead the 4 of hearts instead. The 10 is an honor after all, and it is your long suit. But um uh opening leads are as much art as they are science. So um I'm going to stay with the recommendation from the handout. That's fine. And when we look at our plan here, we have 3 heart tricks. We have 3 diamond tricks. That's 6. And that's it. We're going to have to find 3 more tricks. Now, in the spades, we have promotion available in the spades. The king, queen, jack here, the 6-4 here. The thing is that if the ace of spades is in the east hand, as we see it is, we're only going to net 2 tricks out of the spades. And we need 3 in order to make the contract. If you try, and there is a race going on between setting up their hearts and you setting up your side suit to get winners. If you touch the spades first, you're going to lose that race. The problem is that you still have to lose 2 clubs to set those up, and you're not going to be able to get to the spades in time. The nice thing about, let's see, setting up the clubs is that it gets you 3 tricks, and it's a sure thing. So let's say that I'm going to suggest winning this one with the ace of hearts in the dummy and immediately attacking the clubs. Just lead the queen of clubs. East will win that one. They'll send back another heart, which you can win. Partner's jack falls. That's kind of discouraging. And we get to play another club. Again, high card from the short side, and it loses. And what do we try here now? One heart? Well, that's our last heart. Maybe that will take care of things. I gotta discard something here. Oh, I gotta play a heart, 9 of heart. Because now our clubs are set up and we can get 3 tricks in the clubs. The 9. Dum, dum, dum. What am I discarding? And the 8. What am I discarding? Doesn't matter now. We've just won 6 tricks. We take our 3 diamond tricks and we make the contract, making 3. Any other questions about that hand? The last one in the 4 was number 10. So let's have a look at this one. This is East-West hand. East is the dealer and opens 1 no trump. Good balanced hand, 4 triple 3. South, you don't have a good overcall. I suggest staying out of this auction. You might be tempted, but please don't. It's dangerous bid. West, you've got game in hand. You've got, let's see, 10, 12 high card points. The only question is, does partner likely have 4 spades? And if they do, you want to be in 4 spades. So let's use the Stamen convention. 2 clubs. Partner, do you have a 4-card major? North passes. East says 2 diamonds. No, I don't. By the way, this is probably one of the most messed up bids that I see among my beginners, is saying 2 diamonds when they don't have a 4-card major. What I've seen occasionally is someone saying 2 no trump. And it makes sense because it's got the word no in it. And you're answering the question, do you have a 4-card major? 2, no, trump. No, I don't. But try not to do that. It's important that you not. The reason being, if you say 2 no trump in that situation, you've taken away the opportunity for partner to invite game rather than just go to game. You're now forced to go to game. So remember that the answering bid for a 2 club Stamen convention is 2 diamonds when you don't have a 4-card major. So after the 2 diamond bid, West bids 3 no trump. And the opening lead is going to be the top of the sequence here in South's hand, the Jack of Hearts. And let's go through our plan. We have 3 heart tricks. We have 1 spade trick for sure. And I know this is tempting, having an ace, queen, 10. I always salivate a little bit over that sequence. Maybe I can get some finesses that will work. But that if I don't need them, I'm not going to take them. I've got 1 spade trick. I've got 3 heart tricks. Don't have any diamond tricks yet. And I have 4 club tricks. 4, 3, 1. That's 8. I need 1 more trick. If you try any of the finesses, you're going to be toast. How can I say that for sure? As it turns out, both spade finesses, both spade honors, the king and the jack, are in the wrong hand. And leading spades up to that ace, queen, 10 is going to be deadly. When you're missing 2 honors on a finesse like this, the chances of getting 1 additional trick are 75%. And that's based on the fact that if one of these 2 honors, the king and the jack, if they're in the south hand, then one of the finesses in the spades is going to work. It's 75%. That's pretty good. And I like that. But the diamonds, when you look at the diamonds and you realize that you have the queen, the jack, and the 10, the odds of getting 1 more trick out of the diamonds using promotion are 100%. 100%. Those are your choices. Do I play the diamonds to drive out the ace and the king? Do I take the spade finesse, go for the 75%? No, don't touch the spades. Just do it this way. Let's win the queen of hearts on this one. And let's immediately start in on those diamonds, because we've got to lose a couple in order to make this contract. Now, let's see. What am I going to switch to? My best switch is probably the spades, but We don't know that. Let's try that. The eight of spades. Let's say you return that. I'm going to try this finesse. It's tempting. And of course, that's not going to work. Now, North has a difficult lead when they win that jack of spades. Um, if they lead a spade back, then they've gifted you with an extra trick, possibly an over trick. So they can't lead spades back. Their best bet is probably to return partners' hearts. And so you win the ace of hearts. When you're holding, everybody knows you've got the ace and the king. And now we've got to play this last diamond to try and, I mean, there's no try involved. You're setting up the 10 of diamonds to be your ninth trick. And if they return another heart, let's say the 10 of hearts, discard something here. You get to win the king of hearts. You get to win the king of diamonds. You don't care about the spades anymore because now you've won, let's see, we've won 4 tricks and we still have the ace of spades and the 4 clubs, and you make the contract. I hope that made sense. Any questions on that hand? Now, I had a request for the bidding on board number 9, and I can bring that up. Let me get board number 9 here. Hand viewer link. Here we go. Board number 9, the dealer's north. 10, 11, 12. Do I open this hand or not? Interesting. You're in first seat with a 12-point hand. 2 of your points are in jacks. You don't have a 5-card suit. You don't even have 2 4-card suits. The guideline I go by when I'm in a difficult situation like this is the rule of 20, or the guideline of 20, as Audrey calls it, which is to take my high card points and add them to the number of cards in my 2 longest suits. If that comes to 20, then it's worth considering opening. If it doesn't, you might be better off to not open the hand. So with this 4-3-3-3 hand, my 2 longest suits are 4 and 3, that's 7. And I have 12 high card points. That comes to 19, not 20. So I'm more likely to pass this hand myself. If I pass it, East will certainly should open 1 no trump. That makes for an interesting auction, doesn't it? 1 no trump by East. South should pass. Now, what does West do? Really interesting. 4, 5, 6 high card points. A long club suit that's probably not running. And a really difficult hand for East because the clubs are blocked. They're blocked by the ace king. There are no small clubs in the East hand. This is a hand where there is actually a decent bid for it, and it's one that hardly anyone ever thinks of because you don't know if it's going to work or not. Now, the problem with this hand is that the 4-card heart suit becomes this massive temptation to use Stamen and ask partner if they have a 4-card heart suit, looking for that. But with Stamen, you can't stop at 3 clubs necessarily. If I were to say 2 clubs Stamen with that West hand, and partner then says 2 diamonds, where do I go? Do I say 3 clubs? Do I say 3 no trump? That's kind of deadly. And those are my thoughts about this hand. The bid that I was talking about, that I alluded to earlier, when you have a hand like this, it's almost right for it, but I'd rather have either the ace and the king in this hand rather than this ace of hearts. It kind of muddies the waters a little bit. That bid is 3 clubs. Can I play the hand? No, I can't. I can't bid the hand. I'm sorry. So if it goes pass, 1 no trump, pass, 3 clubs, what does that mean? Now, the meaning that I take for that is that, partner, I have a hand with a great long club suit that might be good for tricks for you if you can get to it. Now, what do I mean by getting to it? What it usually means is that I've got nothing or almost nothing outside of that club suit, but I have this great club suit. The hand could be golden for 3-note trump if you can get a bunch of club tricks and win some tricks in your hand. If not, we're better off playing in 3 clubs than leaving it in 1-note trump. It's called an invitational bid. It's inviting game with a long minor. And what are the criteria that partner needs to accept that invitation? My criteria are 3 cards in my partner's suit. If I open this hand 1-note trump and partner says 3 clubs, if I've got 3 clubs, or even better, 3 to the queen or 3 to an honor, this is a hand that I can probably make 3-note trump on, and I'm going to say 3-note trump. If my hand is too small, too little clubs, I'm definitely passing. This hand is it's neither of those things. Don't you hate bridge? Jesus Christ. It's neither of those things. You've got the ace and the king, but I'm not going to go to 3-note trump with that ace and king because I don't have a small one. And if partner's 3 club bid is honest, it's meaning that they don't have anything outside of the club suit, then at most 1 entry, and they do have 1 entry, that ace, but it's not enough. I I don't know that the queen of clubs is going to fall singleton. Um, if you bid 3-note trump on this hand, you're going to get lucky because the queen of clubs falls singleton. If you don't, I think 3 clubs is a decent place to be. I wonder if I can get the traveler on this. I'm going to try the board, not board 3. No, I can't get it. That's too bad. I would love to see how many pairs played it in 3-note trump and how many didn't. 3-note trump would scare me silly. I think I wouldn't. And Nancy, did that did that help you think about this hand a little bit?
In this hand, I did the transfer. I said two
2 spades.
spades.
Right. I understand. That's the other option. The thing is that that's assuming that you're signing off in clubs. It's a safe bet. It's not a bad place to be. And so I this is my cat dragon, pardon me. um it's fine, but now you see that sort of gives up on the possibility that maybe partner can run the clubs. So I don't disagree. I appreciate that, Ben, and I think you were probably right to do that. It's unlucky that the hand makes 3-note trump if people try it, but there you go. What are you going to do?
Hey, Mojo, just for your info, 5 people played in no trump, 2 and 3-note trump, 1 and 1-note trump, 2 and 2-note trump, and the other 4 played in clubs.
Yeah, the opponents are going to take the first 4 spades, aren't they? That's going to be a tough hand. But if you can win 7 club tricks and and your other 2 aces, you're golden. If they take the 4 spades, and if they don't knock out your ace of hearts entry, then it's possible to make 3-note trump. But that's double dummy analysis, and it's kind of a lucky hand. But I appreciate that. Thank you. Anything else for today? Well, again, I am Mojo Morris Jones. I am the uh, managing director at the Pasadena Bridge Club here in Southern California. Come drop in if you get a chance. It's been great. I'll be here again on Thursday, and I'll be here next Tuesday as well. So with that, I'll sign off. Thank you, Tricia.